Hello everyone and assalamualaikum to all of you. So welcome back to my video with another lecture on basic multimedia and web technology. Alright, so today on as has been scheduled on the syllabus, I would like to share with you regarding on the production. This is will be beneficial for your next assignment, which is to do a podcast video. So let's have a look on how you can create a video. What are the stages, the process that you have to undergo in order to produce a video, and what are the tools that are available online that you can use to produce your first video, or even your how many video that you will produce lah. Alright, so let's get to it without further ado. So let's see. Uh, okay. So let's Alright. Let's have a look. Let me just create a new sheet for you. Alright, so let's have a look on what are the things that you have to take a look on producing a video. So in order to produce a video, as you should know that there are three different stage that involve in making the video. So the first one is, we call it as the first one is product I mean sorry pre-production stage, and the second one is the second one is a production stage, and the third one is post-production. Okay, so basically there are three different stages in making a video. As you can see on your screen right now, okay, you can see on your screen right now, we have pre-production, and then we have production, and also the third one is the post-production. So what are the difference between these three stages? So this is not a video making class. This is more to introduce you on the basic multimedia elements, and how do you to do it, and so you don't have to worry, because we are not gonna dig deeper towards each stages, but I like to briefly explain to you on what are the main things involved in three different stages. So let's go one by one. The first one is the pre-production. So what are the pre-production? Let's zoom a bit. Okay, the first one is the pre-production. Okay, pre-production. So what is pre-production? Okay, what is pre-production? So basically, pre-production is the stage where you easier to explain. It is a stage where you do all the planning. Okay, let's change the color first. Okay, pre-production is this where you do the planning for your video. So what are the most process involved during the planning? So the main process involved is, of course, the first one is the script. Okay, one is the script. Okay, you have to do the script for your video. I mean, if you able to do a refined script, which is good, but if you cannot, you can just do a rough script as a guideline to your talent or to your whoever that will be appear in video to talk about. Alright, and then the second one is normally we gonna do a storyboard. Okay, storyboard. So what are storyboard? Storyboard is basically a basic thumbnail that you're gonna do. Okay, let's have a look on what is storyboard. Okay, storyboard is basically normally you see in the video production, people will do like this. This is the thumbnail or box panel. We call it panel. Okay, normally we have 4 to 6 per page. Alright. So what are the things that will be included in the storyboard? So normally after we've done with the script, we will like to visualize the script. Normally the script will be done in a form of text, and afterward we're gonna want to visualize before we can shoot in a digital video format. We might want to visualize it in form of visual, so that we can plan better for the shoot. Or also, if we are working in a team, so it's easier to communicate within the team members on the idea, and so that everyone on the team will be in the same page. Right, so let's have a look on the storyboard. So normally this is where we will just doing a rough sketches, just to show the idea. Alright, not really detailed, but we're gonna have a look on, okay, this is how the framing should be. This is the talent, for example. Okay, this is the talent, and okay, and then the next shot will be what we're gonna, maybe in there's no talent no more, or we're gonna put some text. Okay, text, explain about the things, for example. Or maybe on the next shot we're gonna have instead of one talent, we're gonna have two different talent talking to each other. And then another one maybe facing here, facing backward. Okay, something like that. Alright, so and the process goes on. Maybe in the next video there will be no talent at all, but there will be exhibition shot, maybe showing maybe you're gonna have a drone shot, for example, showing the environment of the area. Okay, maybe, for example, Okay, and there's some tree. So this is okay. Okay, maybe. All right. So that is, and the process will goes on and on, and it's easier for you to plan the shot ahead before before you exactly shooting it. All right. So that is for the pre-production process. And then from this storyboard you will have necessary item. Okay, you will have necessary item that you're gonna use to shoot for your shooting. All right, so then you can list maybe how many camera that you want, and where is the location for the shooting. Maybe do you need any certain costume or attire for your talent, or maybe you have to design for your set, maybe some equipment that you're gonna use, and how about lighting, if there is any where is the shooting location will take place, and how about the lighting on that place, is there is any window around that gonna receive light, or you have to totally depends on the interior lighting, and that are kind of things that you need to consider before you can go with shooting. So that is why the pre-production process is important. Okay, the pre-production process is important uh, for your planning purposes. All right, so this is a pre-production process. And next one we gonna have a look on the production process. Okay, so let's zoom a bit. Right, maybe I'm gonna bring this these two item here over here. Alright, so let's have a look on the second one, which is a production process. So the production process. What is production process? So production normally refer to the actual shooting. So the actual phase where you actually shooting the content. Okay, so normally that's the simple word to explain the production process. Okay, so this what gonna happen during this process. So this is where you will have to plan. You have to execute your shooting. So in context, if you are doing animation, for example, the production process is the process where you animate the character. So technically, basically speaking, it's a process where you actually getting the main content for your video, for your content. As well, if in this context where you're shooting video, the main content is the video, the footage, or we call it footage, right? So the outcome for your production is your footage. Okay, your outcome for the production process is your footage. You might want to shoot extra before taking your footage to the editing process, because once you have done with production process, which they're gonna be hassle if you have to reshoot or re-go through the production process once you have entered the post-production process. So so in this process, production process, you have to make sure that your camera, your resolution. So what are the things to consider? So sorry, it's a bit slow because I'm using a wireless connection between the iPad and computer. Right, so what you need to consider during this process of shooting is, the first one is the format of your video. Okay, the format of your video, your resolution of the video, the frame per second of your video. Okay, it has to be comply with your final outcome that you expect. Let's say you want to shoot for your TikTok video, for example. What are the resolution? It's a landscape ke, portrait ke? And then if you want to shoot for your website, for example, what are the resolution? If you shoot in incorrect resolution, that you might end up to revert back to the production process for doing double work. Okay, and the second one, maybe you have to make sure that the audio doing the process is proper. So you might want to try to avoid any noise, that you might want to get more clarified audio during the shooting. So do not have in mind that you can always edit the audio, because if as for me, I would like to achieve the best outcome during the production process, and only I will edit or touch anything during the editing process. So during the production process, you have to make sure the video is correct and your audio is clarified, low noise, and as good as you can use it right after to your video. Okay, and then what else? Make sure that the video have a proper lighting. This is important, because without a proper lighting, your subject or your talent will not be visible to the audio, and it's gonna create a different feel and mood to your video, and also gonna ruin the quality of your video. Alright, so that is for the production. And the next one is the last one is the post-production process. So what is the post-production? So in your context where you're gonna making a podcast video later on for your second assignment, the post-production process is the process where you're gonna process the footage, the video, all the material that you have into the finished product. So that is a brief explanation of what is the post-production. Okay, so layman term is, this is the process where you doing the editing. Okay, so the post-production process is where you gonna do editing. Okay, editing is the term that explain the process of processing your material. So that is referring to editing. So on the editing, process, in the editing process, what you will have to do is you will have to arrange your footage. Okay, arrange your footage, and do some color correction or maybe some adjustment to your footage, like brightness, what else, brightness, and maybe contrast. Those are the things that you will have to you will do during the editing process. And arrange, what you mean by arrange footage just now is that you cut all the footage that you have shoot, you will arrange it side by side to develop, right? So you arrange it side by side to develop a video, to result to process your video lah. Okay, so that is for the post production. Okay, and then so for the arranging footage, and then you have color correction, and then maybe the last one is you might want to refine your audio, and finally export it into video. So those are the things that involve during the production process. Okay, those are the things that involve during the production process. Let me okay, those are the things that will be involved during the production process. You have to, first is we're gonna run a quick recap. Okay, the first one is what is the problem with this thing? Macam aduh. Alright, so the first one is a pre-production process, where you will do the planning, the script, the storyboard. Okay, so the planning, the script, storyboard, and list all the planning for the shooting. Okay, so this is the example of storyboard. Okay, and the second one is the production process. You have where this is the process where you gonna execute your shooting. So execute your shooting, and the outcome of that is so the footage lah. So make sure that you check all the format of the video during the shooting, audio and lighting properly, so that you're not gonna have to return back to this process later on. Okay, and the last one is the post-production process, where you're gonna do some editing for your footage. So where you're gonna arrange your footage, doing some color correction. Okay, arrange your footage, doing some color correction, brightness, contrast. You find your audio, audio, and then finally export into a video format for your podcast purposes. Alright, so next video I'm going to show you what kind of tools that you can use. Alright, on the next video, I'm going to show you on what kind of tool that you can use to edit your video, so that you can produce it to a refined finished video. Alright, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Ciao.